come together. Young, old, and everyone in between. Lavish talks about business, news, politics, networking, and anything else that's going on in the world. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Lavish Towing, and on YouTube at Lavish T. Williams. This is Lavish T. Williams.
What's going on, boys and girls? It's Monday. I told y'all what I was about to do, right? I said I want to do a Mad as Hell Monday, and here it is. We doing a Mad as Hell Monday, and I got two people on the show right now. First, let me let y'all know we got Diggum.
Like Coco.
Well, yeah, we got Coco. We got Diggum. We got Psycho Dan. You got to know her to know who Psycho Dan is, and we got Coco on the show, and we about to talk about some Mad as Hell Monday stuff that's going on. All right. What's going on, people? Y'all all right?
What up, though?
What up?
Hey. What's happening? Good morning.
Yeah. So Psycho Dead, Jerry. Let's talk about your Mad as Hell Monday rant. Let's talk about it. What happened? How was your weekend?
Shit. My weekend was terrible, man. I went down Saturday morning.
Friday morning. It was Friday morning. Yeah. 7:38.
7:30 in the morning, man.
Man, let's talk about it, man. What happened? So you was on your motorcycle, and you was headed
to Kentucky.
All right.
He was 25 miles outside of Tennessee.
Mess around there, man, and a bird got a hold of him.
A vulture.
It was a Vulcan?
A vulture.
A vulture.
My wheel, my bike, man, went right through the wheel.
How big was the bird, man?
Oh man,
About the size of a hawk.
It was that big?
Yeah.
Big bird. He stopped me like a brick, man.
God dang. So
the sliding 400 yards down the freeway.
So when I got the news, I thought maybe it was a car involved, but you got butchered by a bird.
Bird.
Damn.
So what happened? How was the bike? You know, that's the first thing we always ask. You know, how was the bike?
The bike ain't too good, brother. Bike look bad. Bike look like he been through World War.
Hey, y'all remember that movie Christina?
Yeah.
The car was tough and devastated, but it still started up and rolled.
Oh, man, that's how that bike was. So, I mean, I'm glad that you're all right. I don't see nothing broke. Or is it?
There's a lot of shit broke over here. His thumb, his foot,
ankle.
Yeah.
I come off pretty great though. I ain't gonna lie, that's good.
He alive, yeah.
So Terry, how was your news when you heard it? What was your reaction?
I panicked. Like, you know, that's the one phone call in life as a biker you never want to get. And the lady had no compassion calling me. She called me like, may I speak to Terry Gibson? I'm like, this is she. She like, my name is June. I'm calling from Rock Castle Regional Hospital, and your husband was in a terrible motorcycle accident. I just slung the phone across the grass.
What'd you do that for? How could you hear the information if you threw it across the grass?
Because I panicked. You know, Lavish, she should have started the conversation was he was in a motorcycle accident. Not saying terrible, just he was in a motorcycle accident and he's okay. That's not what she said. So I panicked. I was hyperventilating. It's just a phone call you never want to get. Like, we know so many people been in bike accidents, and it's really how they call you and tell you. You put the word terrible in there, immediately I'm thinking he dead. And then I know for a fact my husband don't wear no helmet. So you already know where my mindset went to.
Did you have a helmet on?
Yes, sir. I had the helmet on for once. I had the helmet on for once. Some told me put the helmet on. I had the helmet on.
Well, that's a good thing. I'm glad you had that helmet on, man. Let me tell you about that helmet, because I've been riding with my helmet on for the last few years. I was on 96 last week, and some debris flew up. Luckily, I had my helmet on and the screen down because it hit the top of the helmet. Now, just imagine if that was my head. That probably wouldn't have been a good aftermath.
And that's the only thing ain't nothing messed up is that head. because he had that helmet on, baby. The helmet saved his ass.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Coco, what's happening?
What up, though?
You, what's going on?
Mississippi. Got back from I'm sorry, Memphis yesterday. Went to pound for pound for the weekend.
All right. How was that? Let's
Pound for pound. You ever
Yeah.
been there?
I haven't been there.
We usually go every year.
Oh,
That's where he was on his way to, Coco, to meet y'all.
Huh?
That's where he was on his way to meet y'all.
Oh man.
And-
Yeah.
So tell me about it.
So I'm not gonna really disclose no names or anything, but see, it was a lesson learned in all of this. When you're going out of town, you really got to make your own reservations,
Okay.
get all the details, and not depend on other people to get your hotels and your stuff situated. You know, so our accommodations were kind of shitty, and it just was going left and left and left and left, and like, when is it gonna go right? Like, when you get it like an Airbnb, you gotta really look into that shit because
Yes, indeed, you do.
it was supposed to be like 7-8 bedrooms, was like 4 bedrooms.
So how was the sleeping arrangements? How was the sleeping arrangements?
But yeah, it was kind of like false advertisement. It was kind of fucked up. But my thing is not even this. It's not even that. Things happen. You don't know all the details. If you out of state, you make an accommodation from out of state. It's not that. What has me messed up today is when other people dip into it.
Okay, explain.
To do with you, but you jumping into conversations from down the street, giving your input on what should have been or what's, people mad about the wrong shit. If they was mad at you, they was mad at you from the beginning, and bad conversations coming out. So my mad as hell is that people worried about the wrong shit, like worried about your shit. You don't know all the information. Shut the fuck up. Like,
Yeah, but see, that goes to like Coco. When you called to check on my husband, you called to check on him. What pissed me off, what I'm mad about is I was getting phone calls from motherfuckers I really don't deal with, and first thing they asking me is your husband dead. Well, that's the wrong way to call me, and I'm already in a state of panic.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what condition he in. I can't see him. I got 497 miles to drive. You know what I'm saying? Don't upset me while I'm on this highway trying to get to him.
Yeah, I get that. But it's like I don't like people to feed into a conversation when it has nothing to do with them. Like, if it don't have anything to do with you, you hearing sidebar conversations, you getting wind of where they saying this and they saying that. Okay, well, I'm a person. Come to me and ask me what's wrong, or communicate with me. Don't block communication because you heard I'm mad. Okay, you heard I'm mad. Come to me.
You sound like you was ready. You sound like you was ready. You was ready for whatever.
Lavish.
Huh?
I just wanted to have a good time.
Did you have a good time?
I just wanted to have a good time. Like, I don't like drama. I'm not a drama person. You've been knowing me a long time. Psycho Dan absolutely been knowing me a long time. I'm not a drama person. I try to steer from that.
No, and but you are a direct person. Like, if you have an issue with a person, you bring it to that person.
523-8462. Hello? Hey. We can talk about it.
Yeah.
We can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying is it needs to be better communication between us, especially if we down there. We was in full force. Detroit was representing down there, but we gotta learn to stick together.
But it's a live ass party. It was your first trip, but it's always nice. But that's why when I go somewhere, I like when we went to the women's travel, I need to know everybody that's going. Let me set down my ground rules and how I play off the rip. If you can't play the way I play, please don't be involved in my travel preparations because I'm not being bothered with you. I'm not.
Yeah.
And I will let you know. I will leave your ass on the highway. I will do all that shit. A matter of fact, you can't even go with me. How about we do it that way? Because I'm not. You're not about to ruin my trip.
I just like communication. That's all. I spend my money like the next person spend their money. Just have real honest communication with me. We could work it out. We could work it out
Right.
together. You know,
And we
and
done went on so many trips already this year and had so much fun. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I'm not playing. I'm jumping around. Whether it's riding, flying. I already said I'm living.
Catching
2020 showed
flights,
me a
not
lot of stuff.
feelings. That's what we doing.
2020, you traveling. You on the two wheels. You
It's
in and out.
2021, baby. It's
2021, I'm out of here
2021,
because
baby.
2020 showed me a lot of things. I'm not playing. I'm living.
Okay.
Bouncing. Woo.
Okay. Well, Dickum got
Feel me,
a.
Lavish?
Yeah, I hear you. Hey, so listen, I'm looking at the comments. Dickum got a lot of, get well soon. Glad he's all right. And et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All that good stuff. So let him know, because he on the other line. He on the phone. Let him know that you got a lot of people that's out here.
That's because he on the phone with the doctor. And
Yeah.
And I'm glad everybody is
Definitely
glad
get
he's
well
okay.
soon.
But you do have those negative people, Lavish, like their concerns are not what should be concerned. I'm telling you, Poppy had to take my phone because I was literally gonna crash my car. Like,
Why was you
don't
going? Why
call me
why were you
shit
gonna
like
crash
that.
your car? Why were you gonna
Because
crash your
I'm
car?
driving and I'm
Okay.
doing damn near 100
Through
trying to
Ohio.
get to my. Listen,
You
through
were brave.
Lavish, I got
You were brave.
497 miles in 5 hours. So I don't have to tell you how fast I was driving. I don't. I don't have to tell you how fast I was driving. And in return, don't call me ask me if my goddamn husband did. You done lost your fucking mind.
Goodness
That ain't how you
gracious.
ask somebody no shit like that. And to the finger is what they get. Yep, absolutely.
Prayers was
You don't ask
definitely
nobody
up.
nothing like that. That's not what you do. You call and say, hey, what's going on? How is he? You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not what you do. And then
Yeah.
people who didn't have my phone number, who gave you my phone number for you to be asking me some shit like that.
Or
Put
what's
that shit
even
on
worse, when
Facebook. Don't
people
call me
take
on
a
my
video
phone.
of the person down. They taking the video of the person down, Facebook it. Like, what type of
No.
shit?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
when
they
I
do.
went down, that's what somebody was trying to do, put it on video. I
And
think the
I
phone
cut
got
their ass
slapped out
out
their
when you
hand.
went down, didn't I, Coco?
Yes, you did.
I went off.
What
I said
what
I
you
ain't even
say?
called Dress Up to let Dress Up know she done went down and y'all trying to put this shit on Facebook. I got to call her husband first.
Well, maybe they was put it
That
on
ain't cool.
Facebook to check your people. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe.
But you
Check your
put
people. We was
when
together.
somebody go down, Lavish, I don't have an issue with you putting the motorcycle on Facebook because somebody might recognize the motorcycle, which makes them know who the person is. But you don't put her laying on the ground, fucked up, on Facebook, and nobody had called Dress Up. How you think that was gonna make him feel seeing
So
his wife
Lavish,
sliding
Yeah.
across Telegraph?
Lavish. So you say they put. So they wait. You said they put it on Facebook so you can say check your people.
Yeah, maybe they was just trying to have other people check for you. But I don't know. I wasn't there.
It was
We
200
was in
people
the
there
middle
with
of
us.
a
They didn't have
female
to tell
ride. It was
nobody else to
300
check
other
nothing.
motherfuckers.
Oh, okay, that makes a difference.
It was 300 other people.
That makes a
They all
difference.
seen it.
Yeah, everybody. Shit, crazy.
I was about to fight. Cause this lady got a husband. That's not what you put on Facebook. That'll make him panic.
Yeah, it probably
For real.
would, especially when you can't get there to your mate.
That ain't cool.
No, it ain't.
People need to learn consideration and respect.
I'm big on having emergency contacts like on you, like your real name and
Yeah.
stuff like that attached. Cause get to the hospital. What's your name? Thick 'em little.
You be like Coco. That's all I know. Coco. That's her. That's all I know. Her name is Coco.
Yeah, it's just not cool. Like at the end of the day, I have to thank the people in Mount Vernon, which y'all, this city was 5 miles long. The whole city knew my husband was in an accident, but the whole city jumped into action to make sure he was well and he got taken care of. I want to thank the lady and the gentleman that literally took their cars and blocked 75 off.
So this was actually on the freeway. This wasn't like on the back road.
Actually on the freeway in the midst of traffic. He was rolling about 85, 90. And they literally took their cars and blocked the freeway so nothing could get past.
She saw me walking up and down that freeway picking my stuff up, man.
Oh no, you was walking? You was up?
Listen, he didn't. His adrenaline was running so hard, he didn't even know he fucked up.
I got up and walked, pick my bag, everything, my clothes, my phone, everything that hit the ground. I was out there scooping up, man. You know how you say you don't want your laundry all out in the public. And the lady, she's walking right behind me. She said, "Hey."
She picked it up with you.
She right there with me. Then she say, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay." She said, "You don't look too good then. Let's see." She went to check. She said, "Oh, no." She looked at my wrist. She said, "Oh, your wrist is broke. You see that knot?" I looked at my wrist. I had a big old knot standing up on my wrist. He said, "That's broke." I said, "Oh, don't tell me that."
Messed your whole weekend up.
Hey, Lavish.
30 years, man, riding bikes and ain't never. And this is what comes down to, a bird.
Hey, Lavish.
Yeah.
Harley boot, the ankle for the one that the left boot, why it's twisted. The foot of it going one way and the top of it going another way.
Oh man. That's crazy.
Dang, brother. Well, I'm glad you're here talking to us today.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Because it wasn't, listen, Coco, it wasn't all good and dandy. He was just like you when you went down. Wasn't no conversation. And then I get there, Lavish. This man that signed himself out. He said, "Babe, they got 5 rooms in this hospital. I'm not staying here."
So where the bike at?
At the shop.
You got
Down at the shop.
Okay.
He wouldn't let me leave it there.
He come back with us. He let me know he wanted to run, but he wanted to ride back.
Hey, listen, that bike started up. Poppy rolled it out the impound.
Okay.
It started up, but things was falling off of it. Everything on that bike is split in half, but the gas tank and the rear fender.
I would actually.
The bike slid 400 plus yards. That's what she told me, and then flipped over.
Man, if that ain't no freak stuff, I don't know what is. A bird. A bird.
You know the farm, what is that? Farm Bureau farm? What is the insurance farmers? He needs to be on the farmers commercial when you know how they be showing the weird shit? He needs to be on the farmers commercial. For real.
All right, so listen, let me ask y'all this. What about the stuff that's going on downtown in Greektown with the police? The last 2 weekends, we done had them little young people down there fighting with the police.
Oh,
this is becoming outrageous.
You seen the videos?
I seen it this morning.
I saw the video yesterday.
Yeah, but do you know them your nephews, your cousins, and
your kids
down there doing that?
And your kids?
How do we teach them respect and morals to know how to go out and act in public? These guys don't know how to act in public.
No, they don't. And even when we were coming up, we didn't really want to have no involvement with the police. Let them go on. No. They go to police, straighten up, let them pass.
Yeah. These guys literally don't have no respect for none of this. They just out here doing crazy shit.
Every day. I'm talking about fights.
Dumbest thing.
Like, did you see the one? Did you see the one with the police? The one guy slammed the cop.
Yeah, I seen that. I was amazed. Like, and then you wonder why these cops is killing these motherfuckers. For real.
Yeah.
How is the police supposed to protect themselves if you wanna say Black Lives Matter? Not y'all know I am so pro real. I'm a realist, so y'all don't take this personal. Nobody. I really take that back. Y'all know how I am. I don't give a fuck who take it personal. You want to say Black Lives Matter, right?
But who does it matter to?
Right. When do you respect your life enough to make your Black Lives Matter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Who does it matter to? If it don't matter to yourself,
you want somebody else to respect you more than you respect yourself.
Yeah.
I just wonder what they're putting in the weed right now.
That's what I say.
No,
What
they
putting in the
Like
food,
what they putting in the drugs, because they have a lot of courage.
Yeah, I
Like
agree.
my kids, I wish my son would be out there like that. Any of my kids, my nephew, my nieces, the upbringing was different. But once they become of age and they get out there, they feeling themselves, get a little bit of life in them. Sometimes they go ahead and veer off into their own way. But the initial morals and values that's instilled in them is important. But these kids, their mindset is very different now. They have no fear. You wouldn't dare catch us fighting with the police. Hell no.
Oh no!
But they are initiating these fights.
Right. And what comes along with these fights that they not realizing is they're going to be charged for these things, and they passing out numbers. They passing out jail time. They giving it to you.
But what they doing now? They going to jail. They don't mind going to jail. They don't mind it because it ain't. It's the stories is so good now. They want to go see some dumb shit.
Yeah, I can't see it. I couldn't do it.
No, I couldn't do it.
I mean, listen, growing up, our thing was to run from the police as far away as we could run from them. These young guys, they're running to the police.
He right in front of the police. He with them and crying.
It make you wonder. I mean, just like I was looking at a news article, a lot of the bar owners say these kids are hanging outside the bars and they're not even old enough to even be in the bar. And they're down there, at the bar.
At the bar.
That's crazy.
The guy trying to pick up on the older women.
Probably so. Check this out. I don't know if everybody's seen it because they should have seen it by now. Just that video. Man, a whole melee. A whole melee.
Yeah, that's the one I saw. But you see right there where the lady pushed the cop, the Caucasian cop just pushed her out the way.
On which that video?
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Yeah, I'm looking at the one little white guy. No, it's the black guy. How they rammed him. Let me go back to it. I thought it was kind of funny. Let me go back to it. Look at the beginning. You gonna see the one guy, the two cops. I'm trying to find the other one for with the guys last week that slammed the police in Greektown.
Listen, they talking about defund the police, right? So
All
here's
right.
what my issue is. How are they supposed to protect themselves when actually now they are the victims?
Police are to protect and serve, not themselves. They there to protect and serve. How can they protect you if you're not protecting yourself?
Right.
Shit, they need to protect themselves now.
Yeah. I mean, you got a lot of people, they not fearing the police. Not that you should fear them, but they not care. Now what about this one? I don't know if y'all seen this one. Did you see the shooting? The guy hanging out the window, shooting in the air? Did y'all see that video?
Oh, yeah, I heard about it. I didn't see the video.
the rooftop.
That's
Yeah.
the got hit.
Yeah, look, I'm about to play it for you. Let me hold on a second.
Get that bitch out, nigga. Fuck that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Get that bitch out, nigga. Fuck that.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Police some hoes, y'all. Come on, the nigga did that shit in front of you and you ain't do shit. You ain't do nothing. You ain't do nothing. You was ducked off in that bitch. This shit is hilarious. Yo, your latest dog shit, they gone.
Yeah, that's the that was that one.
Police ain't shit. This shit hilarious. Are you serious?
They have.
Can you imagine, Jerry? Can you imagine us doing that in 99, 97?
No.
Can you imagine?
No, man. Come on. Police around too? No. Man, come on.
Man, we trying to go the opposite way. We ain't trying to entice them cops.
Man,
Shoot, I was busy trying to make sure my license stayed clear because I didn't want to get stopped or nothing. No interaction with the police. Nothing.
Man.
No. So ever.
So what's going
Listen,
to
let me tell y'all
Lavish?
this, y'all. So while we having police interaction, yesterday, my nephew was over here helping me clean out the garage and stuff because Diggum can't do nothing. So we ordered food from the Coney Island on Farmington and 8 Mile. I seen Farmington police when they roll past because I live on the corner. They come past here all the time. They seen his ass at my house. They waited till he pulled out the driveway to go get the food, and he stopped him at the corner.
All right.
Had no reason to stop him. He wasn't speeding. Told him that he had a warrant, a child support warrant, right? So they called me and told me he got stopped. I know all my neighbors. I'm sorry, my fingers in front of the camera, whatever. Why is my hand still stuck there? I don't know. So anyway, so I get in my truck because I know all the cops out here. I get in my truck and I go and I ask them flat out, why did you pull my nephew over? We seen you when you rolled past. If you wanted him, you could have stopped right here at the house. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
For no reason. He wasn't speeding, nothing. So Diggum, how he feel about unjust. He irate. Like, why the hell you didn't ask him? Why the fuck he pulled him over when he could have pulled him over in front of the house when you rolled past the car? But here we are. He drives a red Charger.
and he young.
And he 25.
So you know what that is. He fall into that category. You open the door up for this type of stuff, man. When you got all this other craziness going on, these cops, they not afraid. They're not afraid for you. They're afraid for themselves. They don't know what you got going on.
But then
especially we say black on black crime, but white look at us like, man, we doing more crime ourselves. So what will happen if they come? We got to get in the middle of it. They ain't got no kind of remorse for shit.
Because we live in that neighborhood, y'all. Y'all know we like literally the only black family on our block.
But then it goes back to what Ralph Godby has said. It's all kinds of tricks of the trade for them to find a reason to pull you over. It's all a game. He spoke on that.
But the gang, see, we fall into the game. We make the game. Because we know these guys out here drive. We know when we was young, we was driving cars without license and all that other stuff too. But we was a little bit more secure with what we doing. We were out here flying up and down the street, burning rubber, ain't got a light, ain't never had a license, doing shit that you understand? We want to get. When we wanted to drive, we wanted to get someplace. These guys want to get to the cemetery, man. They rushing to get to the cemetery most times, or take somebody else to one.
Yeah, they real reckless. And then in the neighborhood streets, you got these guys flying through the neighborhood. Like,
oh my God,
really flying through the neighborhood.
Coco, they put speed bumps on your street yet?
Nope. I wish they would.
You know what the speed bumps gonna do?
Send somebody airborne.
Right, because now they're gonna be trying to fly the fear the car, how far the car off the ground. Listen, it's just like cartoons and TV. You understand? That's all these guys. Reality hasn't set into them is I can try that because it was done on TV.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, And it's not only in our neighborhoods. When we were riding in Memphis, I mean, they were flying. We were in a whole procession going up the freeway, and they just zipping around and trying to cut through. I mean, no respect.
See,
No. It was scary.
I'm still stuck on, because I'm always living in the past. I'm still stuck on, it was cool to drive super slow. You wanted to be stuck in traffic.
Lean back to the side.
Yeah. You
Snoop Doggy Dogg playing on
you
the
wanted
radio.
you wanted to be seen.
Right.
You couldn't wait to get on Belle Isle and get stuck in traffic. Cause you moving so slow, you can hop out the car, you can walk on side of a car, talk to people, you can be seen, you try to talk to the girls. You couldn't do all that speeding. You had to go slow.
Yeah. Yep.
Now everything to go fast.
Right. Now they fast.
And I'm gonna say this though, Lavish. Remember back in the day, you was the most nicest person downtown Detroit, baby. You didn't jaywalk. You ain't do none of that shit. That was not where you caused any confusion at. None.
Downtown, you did not do nothing. I mean, we knew in the hood, hey, we going downtown. Don't take that down there with you.
Right.
We going downtown.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna bring that. Nowadays, man, we going downtown shooting up Jefferson.
Yeah, we gonna meet these niggas down here. I know he's gonna be down there.
Yep.
That is the craziest.
Yeah.
Man.
So I found this.
Retarded.
I found this video. It's 2 parts on Crime in the D of the officer getting slammed by the guy. I really don't know the whole story behind him. I'm only going off of what's here. I want to play the first video when they was trying to rip him out the car. Let me go ahead and pull it up. So that was the first video. I don't know what transpired, but I heard the cop. Did you hear the cop?
Yeah.
The cop, said that, pretty much that she can get it too. Those my words, but she told the citizen she can get it too. I don't know what to.
She was reaching over to keep the guy from getting out the car. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, we on terms. Let's be realistic. You understand? She reaching over trying to keep the cop from taking the guy out of the car. You can get it too, because you making this just as much as drama as everybody.
Resisting arrest. Yep.
You understand? The problem is then all the aftermath of that.
Where's the respect factor?
Right.
You could have sat there quietly, did what they asked you to do, and then 5 minutes later you had been free. If they
you know why they won't do that?
Warrants,
they're not gonna do that now because people getting killed.
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody want to sit still and be nice because a lot of these arrests are resulting in death.
They are. So it's like where's the actual cross? Who's right? Who's wrong?
Yeah.
Just because you're a police officer, does that make you always right? What's the level of professionalism when dealing with a citizen?
You can't put a police right, but you can't put him on no pedestal either.
You can't. Like I explained yesterday, so Lavish. So I pulled up on these cops. Maybe I was wrong, but who gives a hell? I pulled up on them, and they know me. We've been living out here for a long time. Shit, they park on the side of my house to do a speed trial. So I asked him, I said, well, what did you pull my name? I said, why do you have him in the car? He explained to me what it was. And I'm like, well, his appointment is not till August. So at the end of the day, he can't just walk up in there. You understand what I'm saying? He can't just walk up in there freely and take care of his business. He got to wait till they allow him to come up in there. So he was like, well, I got to call and I got to wait to see if they're going to come get him. I said, I'm telling you now, they're not about to come get him, so let him go.
So what happened?
Like, okay,
since you told them to let him go,
he knew me by heart. He knew exactly who I was. He called me by name without me telling him, but he held him there for over an hour before he let him up out that car.
Okay, he did let him go.
For nothing.
I want to play this other. I want to play this other video.
4 police officers for what?
Hold on, I want to play this other part of this video, the second part of the video.
This one he slammed.
Oh, he did! Flex that nigga in, nigga. What is he talking about? Flex that nigga in. Yeah, little ass boy. Little ass boy. That nigga a kid. Little bitty ass. What is he talking about? That nigga a kid. That shit wrong.
That was the second part of the video. What's your take on that? What do you see when you see that video? Now when you see them both.
Well, the way they were trying to take him down, the police supposed to be a little bit more cordial with it. They didn't have to go through all that. That's them trying to manhandle and show their manhood then.
Yeah.
And he said he did the right. I ain't saying he was wrong for not taking that cop down like that, because that cop trying to manhandle him. He's gonna get me. I gotta let you know, bro.
Yeah, but here's my problem with it is they shouldn't charge him with assault to a police officer because you already assaulted me.
Right. So that's a good question though, and a great debate to me. Because you wear a badge, does that automatically give you the privilege to aggressively do that? Because I mean, from when I look at it, he wasn't aggressive with the police. It looked like he was in the daze. I could be wrong. I wasn't there. It looked like he was just zoned out, and they were aggressively yanking three of them yanking this guy out the car. Now, keep in mind, these police officers are just like me and you. It's just that their job is to be a police officer. So how do you balance that level of respect for the citizen and the police officer, plus being a human and being a man to a man? Where's that dynamic at? Because it's almost like I'm the police. If you touch me, you're getting a charge. I'm the police. I can aggressively grab you. And what you gonna do about it?
And see, that's where I have a problem with. That man should not be charged with no assault because you assaulted me first.
Well, that's why they got all these video cams and all this stuff going
on. And I'm sorry,
but
but I would be contacting a lawyer to sue his ass right now. To sue that cop right now.
So
because you physically seen the assault. He assaulted him first, so it really was self-defense.
Well, you can't really say
but can you do self-defense to a police officer? You know,
exactly. I don't think that's a stipulation.
Self-defense on the police officer, or is it just as simple as let me follow the law and deal with it accordingly later?
Understand how you put it though. You said man to man.
Correct.
If he didn't have a fucking badge and he would have did that to him and he flipped him in, that would have been him defending himself. You understand what I'm saying, Coco? They utilize their badges to do whatever the hell they think.
Well, that's what their badges is for.
Not for all that. Not for all that assault. That shit is still considered assault.
But they go through a series of training. That's what they go through training for. They go through a series of training.
Yeah, they
don't get these jobs. They don't just have no badges. They go out there and do this.
Yeah, but a lot of them is just like niggas. They get colors. When they get them colors, they think they tough. That badge works just like them colors.
Sometimes, like you saw my man just slam the guy. Sometimes that's what you get.
Them bags work just
he
like
made it
colors.
worse for himself though.
Yeah, because in the end, when they play that video back in court, they not going to want to hear any of that kind of stuff. And I mean, that's like, that's like the whole tricky thing. Nobody wants to feel as if they're a punk. But where's the balance of being a punk, putting your pride to the side versus just obeying the law and cooperating? Because it's a mutual thing on both sides. The police need to have a certain communication skill to handle things in such a manner, and then you got the citizens.
The balance is gone
for a minute, and Diggum was saying that what happened to the ethics and the morals and the respect that we was trained. It wasn't a taught. We were trained. I don't know what these kids have no remorse, and they're not scared of anything, and that's not something that's important to them. So when you saying what happened to that, they don't have no respect for none of that. They don't give a damn about none of that. So social media has really been the worst thing in life for these kids. We didn't have all that. When shit happened, you had to get on the landline phone and hope somebody was at home so you could tell them what happened.
Right.
Or you had to be present. You know what I'm saying? Social media is bad, and it's like they want, to me, it's like the next World Star video. Let's see who World Star video is better than the next one. So, but what about your life? When you doing all this stuff, you not having no consideration for your life, because now your life is over.
High. They're getting high.
It's in the McDonald's, Coco.
They getting high on something different.
But do you think the people recording the all these incidents, do you think is helping or hindering?
It's both.
Listen, because it's two sides to that.
It is.
If we was willing to learn from some of it, and when we take the video back, the judges, the cops, the officers that's down there, they looking over these videos to see how we can assess and make it better for each other. Yeah, it could be better, but that's not what's going on. We only using them one time to get them in the court and to get the deliverance that we want out of it, the people want out of it. That's the problem. That's the problem.
I think a lot of people record though for safety purposes, like, you know, because like I say, it's so many deaths now.
You just don't know what's going to occur prior to.
Okay, I understand. I done listened to both Coco and Diggum. So here's the issue I have with it. Pay attention to the background voices. You saying Diggum say it's for Coco say it's for safety. Diggum say they need to learn from it as an educational tool. But all the instigators in the background is the World Star crew.
Right. Everybody want to put it on World Star.
That's the World Star crew. So a lot of that video shit they doing, they instigating it to make it progress more for their World Star social media. For they what they call them, lights or.
Hold on, I got Dyson. I got Dyson just chimed in. We got Dyson on the show. Dyson, what's up, man? I know you out there watching. What's your input, man, on what we talking about?
Well, first of all, when the recording was started, you know, people don't have the whole story what's going on. You only want to record or go live but just show something when they think something might be going on. That person could have been wanted for murder, rape, anything. You know what I'm saying? People need to get the whole story before they start recording. You know what I mean? Just like the incident where they said the cops was wrong for killing that boy who pulled the gun out. But the chief had to go and pull some strings to get the video out to the public before it being a riot or anything else. You know what I'm saying? Not saying the cops is always right, but make sure you get all the evidence. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, man. You know, everybody want to get out and get their phone and start recording. You know, find out the facts first. You know what I mean? Check on the people to make sure they all right. It's good to ha he and laugh about certain situation. But everybody got family out here. Everything ain't meant to be recorded, but you still got to have the evidence to provide what's going on and what was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I bet 9 times out of 10, none of them people gonna go down to the prosecutor and say, "Hey, here go the video footage. Use this to go against the cops."
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they probably got some bullshit on their phone. They ain't supposed to be on their phone.
That's what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? We don't use it as a tool. We use it as an aggressiveness towards each other, towards what we want to benefit. For the benefit of what we got.
Or maybe people are just misinformed on the use of these cameras when they're recording these incidents. They're doing it for the likes, they're doing it for the shares, they're doing it for the entertainment, not realizing the negativity that comes along with it, such as we're making ourselves all look stupid as a whole.
Right.
That part.
Yes, not being responsible.
You know,
man, these young people nowadays, man, let me tell you, I went to a party a couple of days ago, man, and it's funny. They had some girls at the bar. So it was like 3 or 4 of them. I said, told the bartender, what they drinking, let me buy them one. So one girl came to me and said, "Hey, thanks for the drink, but I'm not drinking. I want a balloon."
What's a balloon?
Man,
What?
what's a balloon?
Oh,
It's your birthday? You get high. I said, "It's your birthday." "Oh, happy birthday." She said, "Oh, no, it ain't my birthday. I just want a balloon."
Yeah. Yep.
I said, "Balloon." So I look at the bartender like, well, how much is the balloon?
Helium, Dyson?
Bartender
The
say
helium?
it'd be $40 for 4 balloons, $10 a shot. I'm like, what's in the balloon? You just stick there and say, man, you don't want to know. I'm out here. This ain't my kind of party.
So what is the balloon for the people that don't know? What is a balloon?
I think they're getting high for helium.
Yeah,
Back in the day, they used to have them parties where everybody, how you, as a kid, you suck the little helium to change your voice, having fun, whatever. But these kids nowadays getting high off that stuff. Them cartridges that goes in the BB guns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Man, they getting high.
Yeah.
The weed is not getting them high enough now.
You see them laying around. The streets. You can see them. It's,
y'all know, I don't know nothing about none of that.
Yeah, they CO2 gas cartridge. I think they're gas. Don't quote me on that. But when I was younger, we used them for them pellet guns, them air guns.
Yeah,
now, I don't know how to get high off of it though.
We used to shoot squirrels with that.
I told you they doing some different shit nowadays.
Man,
Dyson.
So what's a balloon?
Dyson, this is what I gotta ask you, man. What's your mad as hell Monday rant, man? What you mad about? What happened over the course of the week?
Mad as hell Monday is.
Yeah.
I go to work 6 days a week, do 14 to 16 hours a day. Can't afford to go to Las Vegas. These motherfuckers ain't got no job and going to Miami, Las Vegas, and everywhere else. They not hustling and doing nothing. I don't know where to get this money for. Maybe I need to go back on unemployment. What the hell is going on? Nobody don't want to work. Man, they giving out $1,000 bonuses if you make 45 days at a job, signing bonus. Not 90 days, 45 days. And people still not signing up to go to work.
No, you see everywhere now they're hiring, literally.
Stop and the world open up. What they gonna do?
Man,
robbery gonna go up, stealing gonna go up. You know what I'm saying? This world's fucked up, man.
Listen. Dyson,
I never seen this shit before.
I'm sitting over here trying to find somebody to cut our damn grass, and I can't get them.
Man,
come cut the grass, and we offering to pay.
No, you can't. You can't.
It's sad out here. You know.
No,
what I'm
people would tell you that I'm
good.
I'm getting unemployment.
All the liquor's going up. Even Arrow's Gin and Sigum Smooth and Windsor Canadian. Everything is going up, and these people still got money. They not even taking no bottle refunds, and the crackheads still got money to buy liquor and beer.
Selling menthol cigarettes.
Man, cigarettes like almost $10 now.
Oh man!
$1 now. What the hell's going on? Where all this money coming from?
That's crazy.
2020 did it. That's where all these challenges and charges coming from too.
Exactly, man.
And
another matter is how Monday Lavish.
What's up?
I just found out. Well, I didn't know already. Everybody calls off on payday.
Yes.
Hey man, such caught off. What today is payday, man? Well, damn, how many sick days do they got? You know, they're start writing these motherfuckers up. They don't want to fire them because they ain't got nobody to replace they.
Right.
Right.
Come on.
Right now,
here I am working. I got stuck. But I tell you what, after this graduation, my daughter graduates.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump right in line with them. I'm gonna start calling off too. Hell, you didn't write them up. Don't write me up. If I had to come start driving the tow truck, Lavish, you got a position open for me?
Yeah, man. Listen, man. I'm always hiring. I'm always hiring drivers. They don't want to work.
I can pass a background check and I can pass a drug test.
I can too.
Hey, Lavish, you do on-the-job training?
Man, you gotta have your own experience messing around with Lavish. I need you to have your own experience.
I got some. I know Lavish.
Yeah.
Listen, Lavish, my husband is down right now, right?
Yeah.
And I done put up so many ads for certified mechanics. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been putting them up to get some new people in there. Because once after a couple paydays, they did a couple motor jobs, they got them little fat checks. They don't come back because they might only have tires and brake jobs to do this week. Ain't no motor jobs in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? After they see that, they don't want to work no more. I can't find nobody. Now he down.
Man.
And I can't open my door.
Oh man, that's
sitting here.
It's crazy.
You know,
we offer, like I say, $1,500.
Listen, you already know, Lavish.
Hold on. I got somebody else. I got Juice that just chimed in. He don't have his video up, but we can hear you. Juice, where you at? Okay, he probably can't hear me because I can't hear him. But yeah, carry on. I'm gonna wait on him though. Anytime you get ready to talk, we can hear you.
We offering a $1,500 bonus if they come and stay till September. Come to work.
Just to stay.
September. Just to come to work. Get your schedule and come to work. You got to come to work. You can't be calling off. You can't be calling off and stuff. I mean,
Coco,
emergencies
your
happen.
job
We
got so many
understand that.
perks. Why wouldn't you want to go work at the airport?
I don't even
Free
know.
flights.
I don't understand it.
Free flights and discounts on your flights. All of that.
I don't understand it.
So how bad is the airport in need of employees? Dire need? Is it to the point where it's hindering you in your personal life?
Well, no. I mean, being a manager, we have to make it happen anyway. So if I don't have employees there, we have to make it happen. You know what I mean? We have employees, but it just makes it harder on the ones that are there.
Okay.
You might need a ramp crew, 4 ramp crews of 3 each. We might have 2 of 3 or 2 of 2. It just makes it hard on the ones that are coming to work.
What about you, Dyson?
Lighten the load.
I mean, they need more employees, man. You can't burn all your employees out, man. Like I say, nobody don't want to work no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody want the easy route. Nobody don't want to work no more, man. You know what I'm saying?
The minimum hours, you can still get unemployment. So that's all they're trying to do.
And I know
minimum hours a week.
And I know Dyson and Coco, y'all work for a company, but then you got the self-employed person like Diggum. He been doing it by himself for a long time because he got to. That's how he win. But how does it affect you not being able to keep at least 1 or 2 guys in the shop because you can't do everything in a timely manner by yourself? How does the unemployment rate affect you, if any?
You're saying what economically or with the
as far as getting people to work, you employing somebody that you can depend on.
When they come in, everybody want to be the boss. Then they know everything. You understand? And then they only want, like she said, they work. You give them a good pay. They don't want to work no more. They figure that money gonna last them a month, a year. You understand? Because you understand that's the problem with it. That's the problem with it,
And then them weeks that, like I said, they get a motor and trans job, they looking at a good check in it because we pay once a week. That's about $1,500 in a week. But then the next week you only got a couple break jobs, starter jobs. So your check went from this $1,500 to now it's $700 or $500. You know? And then if you only did some tires that week, you had $200-$300. They like, oh, I can go back and collect my unemployment. It's more money. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
I
and then
know
once September come, when September get here, they gonna be begging to come up in there.
I don't know, because I thought the unemployment was gonna pick up near Christmas, this past Christmas, and it didn't. It didn't. I just knew for a fact somebody gonna be looking for a job. It didn't pick up at all.
Hey, Lavish, let me ask you a question.
What's up?
You think Detroit crime will go down if Detroit mayor pick a white chief?
My personal opinion is I don't think the chief is going to make a difference as far as who the chief is. I think people are still going to do what they want to do. It doesn't matter. My opinion is it won't matter who the chief is. He might put more officers out, and I'm not saying just because he's white. I'm saying whoever the chief might be. They might try to put more officers in the street. They might try to do this, but overall, people, they're still going to do whatever they want to do. If they say, hey, don't make a right turn on Puritan in Wyoming, or you'll get a flat tire. People, they're going to still try to find a way to make a right turn without getting a flat tire, but they're still going to do exactly what they want to do.
They know that they're going to take the chance of taking that flat to get through there.
Right.
It's called evolution. You understand? The cycle has to be broken at some point in time. Man. Evolution is something, man.
Yeah.
We going through it. If we went from a working class people to now a non-working class people.
Yeah.
It did. Want everything given to them.
So
and that's a lot to do with the young people. Young people, to me, which thank Jesus my kids not like that because I didn't spare the ride. But young people to me, they have this, what's the word we always use? Is entitlement. They think they entitled. Entitled, like you say no, and it's you done just did the most deadliest thing in America. They feel like they are so entitled that you owe them something.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have, I won't say all of them, but a lot of them, they don't have that old hustle, that old discipline, that old no win to fold mentality.
But that's because they didn't see what our grandfathers and our fathers them saw, and great grandfathers. You understand? We come up, the entitlement for us was dad and them say, well, I don't want you to work as hard as I do, but you got to do some work.
Right, but then
nowadays we tell our kids you ain't got to do no work. So
okay, that's what I was about to go into. I was about to say, what about the parenting? Because before we blame the kids completely, we got to talk about the we got to talk about the parents.
Okay, well, let's start with us, Lavish, because if for everybody on this call and everybody watching this podcast, look at the camera, babe. Dig'em and Psycho Dan kids are the shit. Am I lying, Lavish? We did not spare the ride. Our kids had jobs at 12. And you better take your ass to it. If not, I dropped you off to it. And if you sit there all day and not do nothing, I won't see you till it's time for you to get off. We did not spare the ride. My husband made them kids at 9 and 10 years old up at the shop, scrubbing oil off the floors, sweeping, whatever they had to do. We taught them work ethics. And at this time in life, our kids are very, very successful. Very. Extremely. And that's because they was taught that at a very, very, very young age. And if you didn't want to do it, I didn't spare the ride. How about that part? And they was taught respect to everybody. You call people ma'am, sir, mister. If you didn't want to do that, auntie and uncle, I don't give a fuck if you have 100 aunties and uncles.
Now, what about the parents that's their children's friend?
Oh, no, I'm not your friend.
You know, how about the parents that's friends with their kids?
Yeah, most parents feel that way today. Most
parents should be friends with their kids.
Right, but that's what's happening now. I mean, that's what you're seeing more of. You're seeing more parents that are their children's friend and not their parent.
Right, because they smoking, drinking, partying, and everything else with them because they want to be the kids' age.
I mean, you see it on social media. You see certain people, they out smoking and drinking with their kids. Man, listen, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't catch none of my family members. You knew what they did, but they never did that in front of their kids or with their kids.
Never.
Let me say that.
Never.
Okay, I'm going to ask y'all a question, too, since we on this subject. How do y'all feel about y'all kids hanging out in the biker world? Because it's an absolute no for me.
I don't really, I can't really say. I guess when they grown, and if they grew up within this bike culture and they choose to be a biker because that's what they enjoy and that's what they like, then that's one thing. As far as, you know, my kids just being around because they're at a club and it's a bike club and they're just there to club and party, then I would have a problem. So I got a mixed opinion on that. If they're in it because they're actually a biker, they are into riding a bike and that's just what they grew up on, or they chose to, you know, follow in my footsteps because my dad was a biker, he rides a bike, it's cool, I want to ride a bike, then I mean, I can't do nothing but allow them to be who they are, free. At least I know I got.
Lavish,
watching them.
So I'm talking to Dyson and Coco because they have daughters.
Oh no! If I had a daughter, no, I don't even want my kids around. I don't want my daughters around that kind of stuff. Not me as a father.
Dyson, how you feel about it?
In the bike world, I don't think if you're in the bike world, you shouldn't bring your kids into your bike world. What you doing?
Not when you're that young, no.
I have had my kids.
I don't want my kids around that stuff
my
either.
Daughters come around if I'm giving an event or I'm somewhere. They might call me, "Ma, where you at?" You know, I've been at the boogies and my son and daughter popped in on there, hung out for a minute and left. Or I've given that event.
But they can't go without you.
Nothing like that. They're not just going to be going.
But I don't even want my
can't go
kids
and
hanging out.
right?
Well, I can't say because
They're that old.
different circumstances call for
Right.
different
If they-
responses.
If they're that old and they can hang out, that's on them. I can't. I'm not gonna. I'm not telling them. No, I don't want you out in the set because you grown. Now you taking choices on your own life to make it way for where you need to fit in at. I'm not trying to tell you where you can fit and can't fit, but the point of that is you also the goal of that is I taught you the respect and the morals and know where this is at. Most cats don't understand that getting into this. Most people come into this and I call them porch niggas. It's their first time off the porch and they see something they want to join in on. You understand? They see something that they're light in their eye. Oh, I can try this, be this. Make them something they not. A lot of them not built for. We got a lot of guys out here that's not built for this shit, man. That's the bottom line. If you ain't built for it, you shouldn't be out here.
Yep.
That's what's going on.
I agree.
That's what changed the whole realm of all of it.
Interesting.
I agree.
Yeah. Dyson, have you ever had any of your kids out at the Boogie Down at all?
I used to bring my kids to the Halloween party, Easter party. Sometimes like the days I'm off, I might see some of the guys stop down and we might stop and say hi, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
But it was just it's not a party thing.
They out
it's just
doing a grown up thing. No, I don't have my kids around that.
Okay.
And as adult children, because I don't like my adult children, if we giving like the rad throughs and stuff like that, they can come. But when I leave, you gotta leave. I do not want my children in the streets around folks because you have people like Dyson, you know my sons, you know what I'm saying? You have people that know us, that know who our kids is, but then you have people that don't and that'll try your kids, and then there's an incident. I don't want my kids in the streets without us. Period. And I mean it. I don't know how dig them feel, but I don't want them out there unless I'm out there.
We can't do nothing about that. You understand? You can't
our kids respect that.
5 minutes.
Our kids respect that though. They don't go in no biker function.
They say we haven't seen them, but yeah, they'll pop out somewhere. If they with a buddy or somebody, they might find a bit. That's something. You say I don't have a problem with. They know what they know the set. They know the city. They've been taught or been showed how to respond to certain things. They know what they want and what they don't want. I ain't gonna tell them, no, you can't go over here. You understand? Because they need to experience life. To experience life, that's part of life, living. I ain't got no hold on that. They can walk out the door and experience life. They're gonna experience life every day. So that's just something additive to enlighten them on other things, other parts of life. To say, hey, if that's where they want to go, or if that's not where they want to go. That's the choice they have to make within themselves.
Now, I remember at one point in time, and I think we all somewhat done it. Biking, we had fun. We had those picnics. We had those meetings. We had those bowling events. We had those different events, and we brung our kids out to things like that, and other people brung their kids out, and it was fun. It wasn't completely, because I'd be lying if I said, hey, I've never or I don't. It's been times where we have certain events and barbecues at the park, and they have bounce houses and stuff.
For the children.
Okay, that's valid.
Yeah. With them in mind, it was a family-friendly event.
Hanging out at the club, drinking, smoking, and you got your little bitty kids down here. It's getting dark. That ain't where your kids supposed to be. I just don't feel that way. I feel like no. And especially in the environment we live in now, that anything can happen with all the stuff that is going on. Why would you put your kid in that kind of situation? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean every situation causes for a certain amount of judgment. I would say that, especially in today's
like
world.
You Lavish bike night. Somebody come down there with their little kids. They ain't got no business down there with them kids.
None.
You're right. They should be at home getting ready for bed.
Yeah.
Right, because you can't control what other people do, smoking, drinking, all that other shit.
Not necessarily, because bike night started at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock is what is that? What they call a
I
happy
said
hour?
when it was getting dark.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we got happy hour. We out there. My kids trying to eat. I want them to eat a little barbecue with me. I want to see some of the life that's going on, so they know what not to do and what to do. They see the kid. A guy ain't out here. See, most people.
You got a valid point. You definitely got a valid point because
Y'all know that this is the one thing that me and my husband do not agree on. Okay.
yeah, I mean, because I'm listening and I'm not pointing what's right or wrong because you're a father. So you got a young kid. You see a gang of sweet motorcycles lined up. So your son, young, he want to stop and he want to see the cool bikes. Those are like memories that he remembers. My dad took me around this. I remember when I was a kid, I seen these nice sweet motorcycles. So again, it's not me saying a right or a wrong. It's just me hearing the different perspectives that you know that y'all both have and present.
Right.
Well, I don't think a parent should party with their kids. I'm sticking to
I
that.
damn sure don't eat the Dyson.
I'm with you.
You know, I see some guys, they drink their first beer with their son, this and that. I'm not doing nothing like that. You know,
I ain't smoking no weed.
can't
with
do
you.
it. Now, if I'm
I ain't
70,
doing
80
nothing
years
with you.
old and he's 60 something and we at the house, okay. But in these days and time, no way.
No.
Yeah, because these days and times you can't even let your young kids ride their bike outside
know,
without being
I
outside.
tell a story. When I was a kid, man, I got whooped 3 times within an hour for stepping on a neighbor's grass. I walked across this lady's grass. She said, "You walked across my grass? Come here." She gave me a whooping. When my mother got home, she said, "I heard you made Miss Robinson give you a whooping." I said, "For what?" I didn't do nothing. I said, "You walked on the grass." So my mother gave me a whooping. When my uncle came in the house, he said, "What's wrong with that boy's face?" She said, "He made Miss Robinson give him a whooping for walking on her grass. So I whooped his ass." So my uncle looked at me and said, "Boy, you made my sister whoop your ass? Now I'm finna whoop your ass." I got 3 whoopings for walking on my neighbor's grass.
Did you walk on that
Man,
grass
to this day, I
again?
don't walk on nobody's grass. Good old school teachers. Back in the day, them old people, man, love their grass. They don't want you walking on their grass.
I'll be becoming that
Now
old
these
person.
kids walking on the grass, driving over. Nobody don't want to park on the street. They want to park on the sidewalk.
Right. Right. The
right.
respect was different. It just was
And
different.
then when we
back
go to
then.
school, you didn't do your homework. The teacher give you a paddle.
I remember that. It faded out right when I was, I guess, about 87, 88. That's when it had started to really fade away from the schools.
Oh, you missed that time, huh?
Yeah. No.
In the 70s,
I went to school when we got paddled, the hand. Then when we got to like 5th grade, they had the paddle for the butt.
No, I went to Catholic school. So know that was an everyday situation.
Dyson, she's everything but Catholic. You everything but Catholic.
Listen, and now you know why, because I went to Catholic school. And
everything but Catholic. Shoot.
Yeah, they need to bring the whoopings back, though.
No, you can't even talk to a kid. You can't even yell at somebody's kid.
You have a CPS case on you. You have a CPS case for whooping somebody. It happened to me.
Your kid called on you, huh?
No. The kid didn't call. Well, she didn't call. She had gotten some trouble. She should have got her ass really fucked up. She got in some trouble. So we had to get her some counseling.
Okay.
So we took her to this program. It was like a 30-day program, right? And we're sitting there talking about it, having a counseling session. So I guess afterwards, the counselor talked to her. The counselor called the CPS because she had told her how she got whooped by her daddy.
Okay.
So they investigated us. Yeah.
Dang.
Yep. It didn't hold any merit. Like I said, they wanted to see the house and where she lived. Oh my God, she lives really good. She wanted me, it was virtual, so she wanted me to open my cabinets, my refrigerator.
You had to do all that?
All that.
That's that DSS initiative shit.
Oh, she eats really good, huh? Like, you think she don't?
Wow.
Like, no, she has these little tantrums, and she threw her phone, right? Threw her phone down and broke it. Mom, I need my other phone back. Nah. No, you won't. You're phoneless now.
Because again, they feel entitled. Because they feel entitled.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I'm the parent that holds the discipline. And so me and my ex-husband are not together. She's over there, you know, half and half, and they're friendly over there. There's a friendship thing over there.
She said they
So I'm the
friendly.
bad parent. I'm
like
the
that
bad
friendly
parent. And you know, a little more things fly with certain ones over there. It's not happening over here. I'm not your friend. Be mad at me. It's fine. Be
I don't
okay.
give a
I'm gonna
damn,
give you
so-
what you need, not everything you want though.
Right.
There you go.
But I'm
House
gonna give you
with
what
the
you need.
8-year-old.
What'd you say?
Raising our grandson. And Diggham is the friendly one. And I am the straight raw disciplinary. I don't give a shit. So he
Damn.
finds his ways to try to tell on me. And you know that means all hell to everybody.
I used to do that. I used to tell my granddad. I used to tell my grandfather. I used to, you know, tell my grandfather what my grandmother used to do. Like I was telling on my grandmother. Like, yeah, Daddy, do you know she whooped me today? And I didn't even do nothing.
Yeah, you need it for that one.
How do you sound just like Caden? That's that shit Caden do. And I beat his ass again because you don't tell on me.
I said, my grandfather used to say, I'm going to go talk to the old girl. I'm going to go talk to her. Listen, we about to go ahead and end this, man. This was great. I want to do it again next week. Listen, before I go, because I got Diggle and Terry right there. Diggle, how do you deal with her in her mouth? How do you deal with? I mean, is it ever quiet in that house?
All the time.
You say only when she sleep.
No, actually it is. She has a spot in the house. I got mine. You know, and when we come mutual and it gets loud, we know we got to separate. She know which way to go, and I know which way I go. I ain't mute. No, that's it.
So
the strangest thing, y'all, is we get loud sometimes, but an argument around here lasts 5 minutes.
Like, you know, I'm not loud at all.
right, that's why I'm trying to see the whole opposite. So she's really,
I'm not loud at all.
she really is just psycho dead, and the Terry we know once she exit the house.
Yeah.
No, I'm the same person all the
She's
time.
the same all the time. She gonna be loud. You're not gonna stop that. I know that. I just choose my battles with it. You understand? I blow it off like, okay, gone. She might be back there woofing up a storm. Okay, you back there with yourself. I ain't got nothing to say to her.
That's what's up, nigga. I know she's something else. That's my homie. Dyson, about to go ahead and get up out of here.
No, you had to ask that on public.
You couldn't wait to get down.
I couldn't, man, because you know what? Because we know when she pull up, she loud. She loud. It's in her nature.
But
She
I'm
loud.
real. I'm just not loud for nothing. I am a realist. Dyson is on his phone. I love Dyson to death. An incident happened that concerned Dyson, and I handled it, didn't I, Dyson?
Oh, yes, you did. Hey,
Nigga, you was
I
stuck in
cannot lie.
Cincinnati,
Yes, you did.
and I rode you back to the hotel on my back of my motorcycle, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Hold on.
100%.
Hold on. Hold the noise. Dyson, I gotta ask you a question.
Don't ask that.
Hey, look, I'm always fully aware, my brother. You know, he all that bull mess.
Listen, so you rolled on the back of Psycho Dan's motorcycle back to the hotel.
You did. Not Dyson, you.
Hey, Lavish.
Huh?
Hey, Lavish.
Huh?
I don't
did,
recall.
Lavish.
You don't recall? All right, so we about to end this show right now.
Hey, take care of yourself, Diggham Steve.
Lavish got on the back of my motorcycle, and I had to ride his ass all the way where we had to go. So we got left.
Hey,
In
Lavish.
Cincinnati.
He was like riding a little kid because he little as hell. He should have got caught his ride. He seen everybody scattered.
Hey, Mr. Diggham, I'll talk to you later, brother.
Hey,
So stop picking out Dyson, Lavish. On you.
Oh God.
I remember that. I remember that. Down to Cincinnati.
Let me see your video.
Hey,
That was on the 1200 Sportster. Was that a 1200? You remember that Sportster? Hey, you got Psycho Dan on that. Hey, on that Sportster, she tall, but the bike little. Listen, man, come on, man, throw me on the back of this thing.
Hey, 1,200 a night. I know some ain't never had a 550, so hey, I ain't ashamed of it.
I know that's right. Yeah. One more thing. Before we go, we got Lavish Bike Nights every Wednesday. And also, we got to vote for Lavish in November for Detroit Police Commissioner in District 2. Yes. Even though y'all don't live in District 2, y'all can help by spreading the word, get it out there. We got to get Lavish in office for a police commissioner.
Lavish, what do you do as a police commissioner? What's your responsibility?
Oversight of the police department to deal with issues such as citizen complaints, stuff that you seen in that video that happened and escalated down in Greektown, is to pretty much discuss that. It was the officers wrong or were they right? It's it's to be transparent between the citizens and the police to help. Okay. And my job would be pretty much, and this is what I'm saying, my job is to be transparent between the police and the citizens, to have the police understand the inner city, the people that's out here that they're working to protect, and also to talk to the youth and all the other Detroit residents so that they can have a better understanding of the police and build a better relationship. And hopefully we can get better treatment. We can have better services, by hearing the needs and understanding of each person. So that's one of my jobs that I'm going to do and plan to do as police commissioner.
Okay. Awesome.
Yep. So
awesome. Well, vote for one thing, y'all, listen, y'all, real quick. This Friday and Saturday is the All Black Rodeo here. It's at the Wayne County Fairgrounds in Belleville. 2 days of real cowboys and cowgirls competing on their horses, bull riding, a lot of vendors, family oriented. So y'all come on down and support the Black Rodeo this weekend.
Where is it at? So they'll know.
It's at the Wayne County Fairground in Belleville, right off 94 and Belleville Road. I'm gonna post the flyers today, all the information. For the bikers, I do have, as a group, you can get discounted tickets. The tickets are $25. If you come through me, you get them for $15. Get them as a group. And we're having an escorted ride for the motorcycles to start off the ceremony on Saturday. So if you're interested, we're gonna meet up. I'm gonna post all the information, so spread it. I'm gonna make a post when we hang up, and the procession will start about 2:30. Go to the fairgrounds, and once the bikers come, we're gonna open up the ceremony that day with the bikers coming in.
All right, that sounds like a plan.
All right, y'all.
All right, I want to catch y'all.
Hey, y'all, I love y'all.
Vote for Lavish. That's vote for Lavish. District 2. Vote for Lavish.
Vote for Lavish.